Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Ross here. In Hearts of Iron 4, I'm going to try something different that I haven't done in a long time, and that's a Let's Play series. Now, I've tried to steer away from Let's Plays for a lot of different reasons, but the last one I did was on City Skylines, and it did okay. It did fairly well for a bit, but then people lose interest. You know, after episode 5, episode 10, episode 15, 20, people were like, okay, well, it's, you know, same shit, different story. And I don't like doing them as much. I love playing the game, so even recording me playing the game is not that hard to do, but nonetheless, we're gonna try it and see how you guys enjoy it. If you guys enjoy it, please, you know, leave a comment, you know, hit that thumbs up. Let me actually know that you enjoy it other than just viewing. Let me know what you want me to do and what you like to see, because I would love to do this kind of stuff, but it's not something that seems to work for me for some reason. But nonetheless, where I want to start out with is the People's Republic of China, to try to reunite China, as well as we're going to have to fend off Japan. Now, the problem with Hearts of Iron 4 is also we're going to have problems with the Soviet Union. Now, it's not that we're going to have a problem with the Soviet Union actually fighting us, but we're going to have a problem with the Soviet Union collecting territory around us, and then it's just going to be allies and then the conterment as two massive alliances, and then us. So I would like to actually try to take over the world as China, but I don't know how we're going to do that. But let's just get started. Okay, so here we are. As you can see, we have very few armies, and also they're not very good, to say the least. We are the smallest China out of all the Chinas. This is a China, that's a China, that's a China. This is technically a China, and then this is technically part of China as well. So we have quite a few different Chinas, and we are the smallest one. We have a couple things that we need to do right off the bat. Is if we notice, we actually go into diplomacy. We'll actually look at the state owner. So this state owner is actually just not aligned. So is these three. Now this one is actually communist, and this one is fascist. So the fascist one is going to be aligned with Japan since they're fascist. This Xinjiang, which I'm pronouncing absolutely wrong, will eventually, will eventually be aligned with Moscow, with Russia. Now, we're going to have the ability to try to take these guys out. Maybe there's going to be a short period that we might be able to do it. But these three are going to be our, I guess, targets. Now, the thing that I would like to do is if we go into free civilian factories, we're going to see right here, we have literally, we can't do anything. We can't build anything. We can build we can't build civilian, we can't build dockyard. The only thing that we can build is land forts, but we don't have anything. So we're gonna have to steer away from that. We're gonna have to train, and it's gonna be very dirty. Very, very dirty. We're not gonna be able to produce this at all. So what else we're gonna have to do is dedicate everything possible to basic infantry equipment. National focus, as we can see here, we have a whole bunch of stuff. This is very generic, actually, for all the lesser countries or not the major countries. This is it seems a generic tree. It's the same tree that actually, like, I tried Finland with, and it's the same exact tree. So we don't have much. But the one thing that we definitely need to go for is these extra research slots. So let's actually look. We have 2. That ain't good. So we're gonna need extra research slots. So we can actually compete at any kind of level. So right here, we're gonna get 2. Oops, I hit a button there. Okay, so we're gonna go down this line, and we're gonna get 2 research slots here. Eventually, we're gonna go down the political effort line. We're communists, so we'll be going down this line here of doctrination, political commissaries, and then finally get a 3rd slot. So we'll be able to increase it by 3 slots eventually. We're going to be starting down with the industrial effort. Now, the industrial effort we're going to start, though, is for the military side, because we can't really build anything civilian side right now, so we don't need to worry about that. Next is just basic research. We'll do 1918 equipment, and then we're going to go into industry, and we're going to go down to production efficiency, so hopefully you can bring that up. We have resource issues, but we do not have convoys. And also the only thing we can do is trade with neighbors, and we're going to trade with China itself. And yeah, it sucks. We're going to trade with that China. So now we're going to start the clock. We're going to hit fast forward because there's a lot of things that we need to get done. Now, the issue that we're going to have is very, very soon, we're going to have Japan declare war on us. We need to expand our borders, and we need to expand them fairly rapidly, but in the right way. So we're going to make an army out of these guys. We actually have Field Marshal Mao Zedong, which is kind of hilarious because, yeah, that's our leader. So our leader is our military leader, which I guess is actually a good thing. We're going to already set the plan. We know what the plan is. The plan's going to be attack there, and then a follow-up plan. It will be attack north to kind of close it out. So that's our plan. So that'll be setting. Let's see, division still preparing. We're going to need to wait for political power. Political power. We're going to justify war goal. We're going to retake our core. And there's that. Okay, coming to launch offense. Although we have escaped certain defeat through the long march, the nationalists are not planning to let us grow stronger without more confrontations. Our spies suggest they're mounting offenses against us, which could weaken our political support if we tried to retreat further. We don't know how committed the Kuomintang are to pushing us back right now. Trying to confront them carries significant risk. If the local warlords have been rallied to support the attack, our chances may be slim. On the other hand, retreating now will, when we have finally stopped, may not be an option. So, yeah, we're going to lose manpower or gain political power. So let's just do it. And we lost manpower, which, I mean, that's fine. The political power actually hurts the most. But the manpower, that's not an issue. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go into the China's, and then we're going to boost our political power. Now, the reason that we're going to boost our political power is that for every 50% that we get, or is it 40%? Okay, hold on. Victory in Hubei. After a number of smaller encounters on the outskirts of our controlled territory, the conflict with the Kuomintang appears to have turned to our advantage. Although maintaining constant pressure has been taxing on our troops and supplies, the effort has been worthwhile. No decisive battles have been fought. We have won a slow victory this time, which will strengthen the faith in our cause. Okay. Political power 100. Gain national base unity by 5%. We're up to 75 now. Clash with National Army. Start a border war with Xingtang. Oh, gosh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are we at war? Well, we're not at war yet. Okay, national focus. Let's get some armament. Okay, that's a little dangerous. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna boost our party, popularity. We're gonna boost it with them and also with them. It's gonna take it substantially away from us. We're gonna be earning 0.5 a day, but we really don't need that many things for the national unity as of yet. Now, when we actually do this, we're gonna see in time that we are going to gain things. There's going to be events as we increase this. We're going to gain events, and those events could possibly give us troops, could give us actually entire territories, and we need to do that as much as possible so we can actually have direct control of factories, and that's our issue, is factories itself. So we got them. Let's see, what's our war goal here? Our war goal is at 65%, so we're going to leave that right now. We're going to also justify a war goal to retake 120 days. Yeah, sure. So we're going to retake this as well. So we're going to try to gain this northern area. China itself will have the southern area. Oh gosh, I forgot. Yeah, here's some other areas that could be ours. So we're going to boost there. Oh, someone's boosting them. We're going to boost as much as we can. So these are all China, and we need to boost the crap out of them. We're increasing negative, or it's just flat out 0 right now. It's not going to hurt us too much. Just FYI, concentrated industry 9 out of 10 times is the best for your country. So take that. And we're again going to go down the armament side. We could add civilian factories, but it's not going to help us right now. And so we already have troops that have been trained, which is awesome. Let's see, where are we at? So you can see we trained troops here. We're going to need army experience because we need to edit this. It has a combat width of 8. That's not going to help us at all. When we edit it, it's going to severely affect our supplies. We're never going to be able to catch up. To be quite honest, we're going to have substantial issues. And we have maybe a year's time from right now until Japan will attack us. And we need to take the initiative. And that's what we have to do. So we're just going to hopefully continue on with time here. We need to get our justification, which is at 120 out of 125, so that's going to happen soon. As soon as it happens, okay, so it happens right there, we're going to actually forward deploy all our units. We are short on supply and equipment, but we just need actual, just pure units. So we're going to deploy them. It's going to hurt our training time, but we're going to have 20 units. We're going to wait for them to actually get onto line, and we're going to declare war. So we are declaring war 1936 to reclaim territories. We're going to hit our battle plan to move forward, and also we're going to start controlling units by themselves. So the issue here is just time and energy, and that's the basics of this. Is just time and energy about how much we can actually send out and be effective. Because we're going to have to take this as quick as possible because we're going to need to start another war basically like as soon as this one is over. And we have to do it with obviously the least amount of manpower issues and really just equipment. So we're going to work with actually trying to encircle units as best we can. And yeah, we'll go from there. So we have actually both points. We have it all taken. We just have to wait really now for them to say the battle is over or the war is over. So they're at 32%. I don't know how they're at 32%, but that is what they're at. So we're gonna stop. Well, move one there, move one there. We'll move that guy there, and that guy there, and hopefully. Yep, there we go. So very quickly we took that, we ended that, done. And this is what we gained though. And this is, we'll pause it real quick. We'll go into civilian factories. So we got up to 13 factories now. And now we can try to take some of these, oh no, we still can't build anything. It's still maxed. Now we're just kind of screwed right now for that. So that's okay. 1936 though, we're not gonna worry about excavation. The one thing, yeah, we're gonna go for this because really we want the reinforcement rate. Actually, no, we're gonna go for weapons. We're gonna go for weapons. We're gonna select our units though, and then put them on this border. We're gonna make a plan to go there, and then negative time just finished. So let's see what our other units are, and instantly deploy. And it does suck. It's not. This is not going to be pretty at all. Not going to be pretty at all. Yeah. So we're at 21% here. We're at 21% there. And well, 17 for them. 17 for them. I forgot about these guys in the south for some reason. I guess I didn't, zoom out far enough. So with this territory, we are going to be land-wise very similar to China, but we are not going to be economic-wise at all. They have 6 unlocked slots here. We have 8 there, but I mean, as you can see, they have a lot more economic and industrial capacity than we do. But we are going to declare war and initiate this plan, even though it's a very hasty plan. But hasty plans, sometimes the best plan. So some of these are already moving forward. Again, we want to eliminate as many casualties as possible. So what we want to do is kind of take away some of the computer's control, the AI's control, and we want to encircle the best that we can. And yeah, just gonna have to do the best here to try to encircle, grab points as fast as possible to take away their supply. And once we take away their supply, we will then have, well, the best case scenario for ourselves is winning this war with at least in minimum casualties as possible, the least amount of supplies wasted, and yeah, I mean, there's not much more than you can say than that. And now we have armament number 3 done. So now we could, oh, let's pause it there. We have a couple, we could go down this, or we're gonna go down the construction. It just says it's gonna add 1 building for right now. We're gonna do it. We wanna try to get that, that research as fast as possible. That's one thing that we really need, is that research capability. Gonna make sure that all our armies are actually doing something. The AI doesn't like to advance a lot of times, which is extremely annoying, that they don't like to advance. Like if this unit is just sitting back there, and it's sitting on this border. So sometimes you just have to control those armies to make sure that they are doing the best with increasing your borders. So we're gonna accept this truce with the People's Republic of China. Or there will be no cooperation against external threats. We're gonna accept it for right now. The reason being is or not even if. I mean, I guess there is an if because I'm not playing historical. So there is an if to this situation, but if and when Japan attacks, we're gonna be spending a couple years in a very losing war. And this is why I'm actually for deploying a lot of units, or just deploying now, comparative to just waiting for the training. Is when we wait for the training, it's just long. I could be waiting for the equipment as well, to be honest, but I'm kind of screwed as it is. The one thing I'm never gonna be screwed for in China is manpower. So I'm gonna try to just use that manpower and quite honestly throw as many bodies at the targets as possible. And it really does sound bad as a strategy, but it's not too bad of a strategy. It's not too bad. It could be worse. We're moving along, and there we go. We have that. So we'll take all the states and we'll end that turn, and then done. And we got a whole 504 equipment. Right now, we're going to deploy our troops onto this border, as we are not going to attack Major China, as Major China is, well, a lot more major than we are right now. And what we really have to prepare for is the upcoming war. It is December 1936. We're going to go for the research speed. Now we actually have some factories. We have 18 factories, 10 of military, and 4 out of 8. So what we can do as well is go with China as well, our neighbor. Okay, we're maxed out with them. So none of our neighbors have what we need. We need steel. We could possibly, with maybe trade, steel, we'll get rid of all that. Soviet Union. Okay, so we got our steel, and we just need the steel for weapons, and we're making weapons now. So that's a good thing. I mean, I could go after Tibet, maybe. It's just not really worth it right now, because Tibet, let's look at resources. Tungsten. I mean, I could go down and get chromium, but I mean, to try to actually fabricate these claims kind of thing is going to be substantially hard. And I do not need to waste manpower right now going after a Major China, because the China that I would really want to go after is right here, and I just can't. So, yeah. I don't like how France has that little freaking port right there. Okay, we I guess missed that cue. We don't need equipment because we're not even gonna worry about this because it's just gonna add to our construction times and training times. I think we might go down the Great War or the artillery. Okay, we're gonna actually, oh man. You know what? See, that's 270 days. See, that's where I want that's 120. We don't have to worry about air power right now. We don't see air done. Navy absolutely worthless for us. Only thing that we're worried about is actually, well, this stuff. Construction, factory output. So, yep, there we go. Factory output, modified government. Modified government, we're gonna do, let's see. I mean, infrastructure, refinery, civilian to market. We're not gonna convert because conversion is worthless. Communist support is massive. So, yeah, we're not gonna be worried about that. Closed economy. Okay. Total mobilization already serviced by requirements already. We got 2 million. We could almost go down. But that's 450. Volunteer only or limited. I mean, could. Maybe won't though. Division attack, division recovery rate. We're gonna go with attack. Okay, so now we actually have free military or civilian, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these and just build all military. 4 civilian factories right now and use to try to max out as fast as possible our military so we can actually get stuff going. We're gonna go down army effort and get doctrine next because we're running out of things. Radio, definitely reinforcement rate, 5%. We're gonna need that with our long drawn out war of Japan when it comes. I'm surprised like this hasn't started. Is there a claim on China? Yeah, they're not fabricating claim yet. It's quite interesting. They're gonna, I think they might have just an event. They might just have an event-based kind of thing that they could just get to decide. Or it actually might be reinforce the Soviet border. It might be this next thing. Chinese border incident. That's where, yep. Chinese border incident. China gets the Marco Polo Bridge incident. Yeah, it's starting. It's definitely starting. Holy crap. And yeah, I mean, we're already at 1937 at 21% world tension. So we're kind of screwed there. Okay, so here we go. Communist uprising in Hebei. Having broken free from nationalist control, Chinese revolutionaries who sympathize with our cause have made decision to join their state with ours under the leadership of Mao Zedong. Now, and I'm pronouncing everything wrong. Now and henceforth, they shall be United People's Republic. So China, this China gets negative 15% with Communist Party. So that was 15%. So 15 plus 20. So we're gonna call that what 35. So 35 to 40%. They are getting an event that we get something. So we start taking land from them. We can actually go into maybe construction. So we just gain right here. And then we just add into our construction plan. And then, yeah, that's it. Now, the issue obviously is now, oh, we did get 11 units. We're actually going to send these 11 units. We're going to create its own army real quick. We're going to send them over there just for now. I don't think we're actually going to be able to have time to attack these guys because what's going to happen is before this actually takes, well, now we're going to justify. We're going to justify, that's 195 to 20 December 1937. I do not think we're going to make it to 20 December before we're having issues. We're going to go with doctrine because doctrine's kind of important. Diplomatic actions can't progress. That's normal because we ran out of political power at a whole 0.25 a day. Yay. We got 7 more though. We're gonna put that on that border. So he's at 18. We can't hire a general. We need 5 points for that. We're gonna wait though for a positive influx there. Okay, nope, she survived. Quite achievement. So she survived. I don't know, did we get the Hindenburg event? I don't know. I don't know if we got it. I think we did. We're actually fully training units right now, which is actually pretty awesome. We're fully training units. We're totally ignoring. Oh, here we go. The Marco Polo Bridge incident. Japanese-Chinese forces have skirmished inclusively over the strategic Marco Polo Bridge located just southwest of Beijing. China has rejected Japan's demands for an apology and territory concessions, claiming instead the breaking point of Japanese aggression has been reached. Diplomats fear the violent situation could result in a war at any time. So more than likely what happened is now they have an issue here. Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, here we go. Yeah, they don't have a justification. Not yet. There's no justified war goals, which is kind of surprising. What do we do here? 35% here. I wonder if it's just because we're not close to them. I wonder. Oh gosh. And these guys. State owner. Doctrine. There we go. Doctrine. So that's 150. So we'll go back to infrastructure. And so we can get down there and get the rest of our stuff. I'm very nervous right now. Got some nervous tingles in me. Because I'm worried. I'm definitely worried about... Yep, there we go. And now this right here don't matter. It's all about this. As soon as we unpause, we're gonna have to go in here. We're gonna cancel our justification. It's at 51%, but they're gonna help us out during the war to come. Yeah, because we're a united China. We're gonna put all that on there. Oh, yep, and this is where shit goes fucking downhill. Now this is our united China. Well, it should be united China here. It's still not, huh? This should turn blue because we're united. Unless they didn't call us in yet. It's interesting. They should be like definitely saying like, "Hey, what's up? Like, we can help," kind of thing. If that makes sense. Production. Okay. Yeah. Here we go. So China's under attack. China is under attack. The warlords are putting aside their grievances to fight against the invading Japanese forces. This is an opportunity to advance the interests of the CPC. We can show the people of China that it is us and not the decadent KMT who are the true future for China. Should we join the fight and well ensure that there is a future for China? Now, the entire mantra of divide and conquer applies here. We have to suck it up. We obviously have wartime goals. Those wartime goals are not going to come in effect right now. We have to freaking go after them because if Japan takes them, then we're going to fight them alone, and we're not going to win alone. So united we are. Send volunteers. Russia's going to send us a volunteer. We have to now extend our lines. So we're going into edit mode, and we're going to. Oops. Nope. Stop. Edit mode. Okay. So now we're going to extend our lines. The next problem is that with this major Japan invasion, we can see that Japan has already landed troops there and in the south. We can only fight really one right now. We do not have the manpower to fight, or not even manpower, but we don't have the troops. So as you can see, we are actually fully equipped, and that's actually huge, is fully equipped. So we're gonna forward deploy any troops that we have, and now we are going to set a war goal, or not a war goal, but a actual offensive line kind of aspect. And the goal here is to, well, get ports as soon as possible. And really, I'm half tempted to send freaking a portion of this freaking army down here. Because as soon as they freaking secure that port, I mean, if we could unsecure that port, it would actually be pretty massive for us. And we're not dealing with attrition right now, so I'm going to move these guys. And see right there, 10 guys. And see, even even with 4, look, they have 4. This is the problem what we're gonna run across. Look at this, 12 reserves. I obviously have some issues with, because I just, they don't have any organization. But defense, 230. 230 defense. Base value freaking 151 increased by 151% due to entrenchment country. They get 15% for country and 20% commander. Yeah. That's our issue. I mean, we're just screwed. Really, there's no other really word for it other than screwed. I mean, these 9 can try to hold them off, and actually we're gonna stop it right now because we're just losing people. Oh, they're continuing on. We're gonna try to, well, we've ran into attrition issues. We're gonna initiate this plan. We're gonna see freaking if we can push forward. Getting ports, ruining supply. I don't know how good their supply, but right here, I mean, 10 units and more. We'll maybe be able to push north. Oh, we have actually people just not assigned, so we'll assign them. We're running into our own attrition issues, which is hilarious that we're in our own country and running across attrition issues. We're not very far from our capital. I mean, if we look at supply, I mean, this is the problem. Is this? I went over here. It's already red. Like, it's just already red. Pure. But this is why we gain this territory. Is it can give us something, and something is better than nothing. We'll work on infrastructure now, and that's pretty much where we're gonna have to leave off for episode 1. So we reunited. We'll call it a third. We can see here that China has incorporated now the other 2, which I did not know that happened. So they just incorporated them into their country. So now they're all united. Sikang is by themselves, as we are. These guys are dicks, and now it's us as China. So it's China and China, and they're definitely larger than us. If we actually go into war goals here, not war goals, but yeah, we can see that they have 58 to 149. We have 73. China has 107. We've already lost 11K, and Japan lost a whole 19,000. But we do have 4.4 million freaking troops to just throw at them, and that's what we're gonna do right now. Is just forward deploy another 11 units and get them going. We did good with the total supply, so the supply is working very well right now. I mean, 4,400 is not bad. It's not bad at all. We'll have to work with reinforcements and upgrades. That's where really it's the upgrades. But really, just getting the supply out there, it doesn't matter about the training. This is as soon as they. I mean, I could just do 9%. I mean, we would just do it right there and easily and say, like, screw it, because we just need to throw bodies at them. Bodies with guns. If the bodies with guns work, I mean, see, and this is where we're coming into an issue, is we have 30 freaking units behind us, and this is what I did not want. So we're gonna try to get out of here. We're gonna try to pull these troops out of here for the last part. We need to get out of here as fast as possible, because I mean that's what, 13 different units that we could have lost right there. So we're gonna retreat. It's interesting though. We did get them back to that one port. We're gonna have to extend our lines here though. Edit mode. We're gonna extend our line down, because we can't let the line just suffer. Oh gosh, stop that. Freaking AI. You serious? Stop. Please just stop. We're gonna assign them. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna work on this edit mode again. We don't want to get stuck back here and get cut off. And they're advancing fast. So we want to keep it as best as possible. I mean, if we can encircle like this, can we... But see, we still can't change that. We're attacking from multiple different directions. Battle width... But I don't understand the 30 width now because we are attacking from multiple different directions. But we don't have the width. But also, we don't have the width because this is the real issue. Is this. Combat width 8. That's... Yeah, we're deploying freaking massive amount of troops, guys. But we're not. And this is going to kill us right here. And this is what we need to do. I mean, we need to field at least a full unit of 20. At least. And this is going to set us back. Look at that. Reinforcements. Upgrades. Let's look at the damage. 48,000. We're fucked. But we're not. We're not fucked. And that's going to be the end of this episode. A little long. But yeah, that's why I freaking Let's Plays. God damn it. But yeah, we have to throw bodies. We have to throw bodies at the Japanese. We need to get the fuck off our lands and hopefully reunite China as one nation. And then we'll see from there. So stay tuned for episode 2. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that thumbs up. As always, I'm the Flying Ross, and I'll check you guys next time.